Again.
Dear Ubisoft, just invest $10,000, not that much in the grand scheme of your net profit,
I didn't say that. These are not my words.
In to servers. A server costs about 10 grand. Or better yet, just get Oz. AWS, well, actually, that might be pretty expensive. Amazon Web Services can get really expensive. But just, I mean, a server.
Are you sure you don't want
is
to join Walker?
quite. A server is like 10 grand. Not that much as far as net profit goes. Just do that. Just do that. And, oh my word, fix so much.
Just spend $10,000. That's not a lot of money. Like,
okay, for a multi-million-dollar company, that's
it's not.
It's
you know
not.
What I'm saying, but
it's not. Like,
I don't know. You saying that's not a lot of money is just kind of funny.
yeah,
I mean,
just if you
that's a car.
With every game that game studio puts out, the second that they branch into a new game genre, it's always going to be rough at the beginning.
Such is true. Version 1.0 of anything sucks.
For example, like Blackout. Blackout was rough at the start in Black Ops 4. It was pretty rough at the start. But towards the end, they started smooth things out once, they figured out how do you run a Battle Royale game. And that's true for a lot of different game studios and companies. Once you branch into a new game territory, it's going to be harder.
Yeah, because, I mean, you don't really know what you're doing. And I definitely see that in a very serious sense. And I think as far as the game mechanics and the game development goes, it's a good game. It's kind of like, okay.
I think it's a very good game.
Pokemon Go is a very well-crafted game. I know it's not very popular anymore, but they just didn't.
Well, in its niche community, it is still very popular.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick that over, like, I don't know, a Black and White remake, but but still, I mean, it's like it had its strengths, and it definitely had its place in the market, but they just didn't have. I guess they just didn't realize how many people were gonna download it, and that's understandable.
Definitely at the start, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to just really grasp how popular your game's gonna be, because you never know when you're gonna catch a unicorn, and it's just gonna be like this super, super popular game.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I actually still occasionally play Pokemon Go myself.
Just catching Pokemon right now.
9 times out of 10, I really play it on vacations where I'm somewhere outside of my own element. Because for me, for some reason, a Pokemon that's caught outside of what is home, like my home state, if I'm on a trip or something, Pokemon that I catch on those trips, for some reason, in my head, have slightly more value than Pokemon that I caught within my state. And I have no idea why that is.
I think it's more like you see it as a souvenir and a novelty.
Yeah, like a souvenir novelty, yeah. Mini your Jump Master. Also, I did see that someone's watching. How are you doing?
Military.
Is that, wait, is that someone besides you, or is that just someone?
It's me.
Okay, cool.
So how are you doing?
Hey, Stop the stream, start up another stream, stop that. And, oh yeah, I started up another one, I forgot.
Oh, did you be like, and it all came back to me, so you get sniped?
Yeah. Help.
Dude,
yeah, I also
they were on top of Radio Tower.
Are you being serious, or did you have fall damage? I can't really tell.
We have fall damage.
Yeah, it was fall damage, I know.
Oh, wait, Walker, are you watching the stream?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you just guessed.
We just knew. We didn't have to guess, we just knew. Did you just take my money?
I was, I had a pretty good guess.
I revived Penguin just from to steal everything I ever cared about.
Wait, I need a weapon too.
I'm joking, dude. I really am. I have fists, dude. Fisticuffs. It's like...
Also, stream. Awesome news. I am penciling in the books a Hunt Showdown trio run.
I never agreed to that.
Oh, and I also got a full ride.
What does that mean?
Really? You got a full ride?
Okay, so it's not... Okay, I don't know if I should be saying this because it kind of jinxed me. But basically, there is an ROTC scholarship available, and I'm filling out, and I'm gonna sit in for an interview, and if I get it, I get a full ride to our college, and I'll come out as a lieutenant in the army when I graduate.
Whoa, dude, that's awesome!
It pays for 100%
Congratulations!
tuition, and then it also pays for up to $10,000 in um, on-campus housing.
Wow, dude, that is awesome! Congratulations!
Ooh. Oh, and I also get 600 bucks a month just in spending money.
Wow.
Um,
What, dude?
because I'm gonna be doing drills on the weekends, so that's drill pay. So,
Oh, cool.
woo! National
What,
Guard
dude?
is pretty good. So, yeah.
Well, that sounds like a pretty decent deal.
Yeah, it's a real good deal. Better than what some people get.
Better than what a lot of people get.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't join the military. Which I didn't realize until I was older. My family is a military family. So my dad was in the military, my uncle was in the military, grandfather was in the military, some cousins in the military. I thought that was just everybody. Everybody has that. Everybody
Nocturne.
serves in the military. Um, and I didn't realize until older, and it was just like, oh, that's actually not very common.
We just got killed by a helo.
Dude, I was
Oh,
so used how I died.
that's disappointing to me.
Like, I was like, what just killed me? And
A
I see a
helo.
helicopter flying at Penguin. Oh,
Yep. Also, I already have a murder.
me
Yeah.
too.
You too?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, from the
Guy,
dude that died
he
in
knocked
smoke?
armor. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
I rushed him, killed him, and then a helicopter bonked me. It's like,
Bonk.
bonk.
Eat.
Bonk.
Walkers do be kind of like, yeet.
Eat. Eat. Eat.
Penguin got sniped in Gulag.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's how it be sometimes, though. So, let's see. Oh yeah, so I'm going to be penciling in a Trio Hunt Showdown game with Walker and Mini again
Okay, so
one
something
of the
you're
next
gonna
times.
really have to remember here, Penguin, is I have PT at 6 o'clock in the morning,
What about
and then
Friday nights?
and then not only that, I have classes,
Found him.
military science classes at 7 o'clock in the morning on the other days that I'm not. So for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have PT at 6 in the morning. And at 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have actual classes. And then one weekend a month, I'll have drill weekend, meaning I will be out in the woods or at Dobbins Air Force Base doing army maneuvers in our state
Hmm.
or something crazy, or probably also I might be going to I don't know, an Air Force base or something. So I'm telling you this to let you know my weekends are very precious.
Ah,
Um,
but what about
and so
Friday nights?
I have no clue how that's gonna happen. What's gonna happen there? So I don't think I think that's very doable. I'm just letting you know that I have a slightly more, shall
Yeah,
we say, intense schedule now that I'm
yeah,
accepting this.
I completely acknowledge that, and I can, I understand. It's a completely intense schedule. So,
And it's not always going to be I don't want to play. Like some of it, I'm going to be in the middle of the woods
yeah, you're gonna be in the middle of nowhere doing
Nice.
or
intense
doing
training.
something. Yeah, doing training for Sergeant Buckley. Or no, that's not Staff Sergeant Buckley. Staff Sergeant Buckley was a military recruiter for the U.S. Marine Corps, um, and we like to basically use him as the example for every single recruiter.
Hmm.
Although, okay, the guy that I was talking with earlier was like the coolest guy in the world. He was talking about how he got into the military, and basically he said, yeah, he enlisted, which I don't recommend you do. If you, I mean, I do not want to enlist in the military. That's why I'm going through RTC. But this guy, he enlisted, then he got his free college via the GI Bill, and um, after that, he got and spent 10 months in Afghanistan. And then when he came back from Afghanistan, he went and he became a sniper, an American sniper, and went through sniper school.
Oh, whoa.
Um, and now he is training and recruiting people for the Army National Guard.
Oh wow.
And he is in he is in the top 10 shooters because they went to competitions. He's in the top 10 shooters for rifling and marksman and all and just pistols and everything in our state.
Oh whoa.
In our entire state, he is like one of the top 10.
That's crazy.
It's like, yo, this guy he's tough as nails.
Yep. So yeah, Walker, if you just want to let me know if there's a weekend that works for you that also lines up with Mini Egg. If you guys don't have to do Hunt Showdown.
I will try and do as much as I can, but as per protocol. And we'll still be able to hang out. We're going to the same school, bro. Like, we'll probably be able to do stuff. I might try and bring a Switch or something one day, and we can do stuff then.
I mean,
but
I'm probably only going to be on campus just for class time. Because I'm no longer living on campus.
you can always join the ROTC program.
No thank you. That is not for me. I understand some people have a gift for it or a desire to do it. That is not me.
College sound good to you? Does
that is not my
$420
calling.
a month? Does $420 a month of just free money sound good to you? Does waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning sound good to you? Does not having a social life sound good to you?
Ooh, the no social life does sound good though.
What about no weekends?
That doesn't sound good.
Okay. Well, you get.
I
get
understand
8
that
weekends.
some people have a calling to do this, and it's not my calling. So if it's your calling, that's awesome.
I
And
can respect it.
and that also goes out to people watching. If it's your
Yeah,
calling,
some people.
then that's good for you, and and all that good stuff. But it's not my calling, and I
It
do
is
not.
definitely not for everyone. I was mostly joking about that. I do not feel that I hope you take no offense to this. I do not think you should join the ROTC program.
Oh, that hurts.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically,
I'm so
because
offended.
it does.
Ugh.
Can't believe you did that
It
to him,
takes
Walker.
a certain type of person to. Okay. It
And
takes a certain type of person to do it, but also it takes another certain type of person to enjoy it. If you do not enjoy it, you will not. Basically, this will be
survive.
HE Delta 6. You won't survive. You won't. And that's why I never enlisted in the Marines. It's just because at the end of the day, also, I didn't want to do that. It was a bad idea, and I don't suggest, if you don't have to enlist, don't enlist. Go through R2C. It's a heck of a lot easier, and you get paid twice as much when you come out. I mean, hey, I have nothing against enlisted people. They're some of the coolest people I know. Like the guy I was talking about, he was enlisted. He was an awesome guy, and that's what he did. And that's awesome. But if you want to come out and have just more money and a better barracks and just more stuff, go through RTC. Or at the very least, go through OCS. OCS is not going to be fun, but being an officer in the military is so much nicer than being enlisted in the military. You just get paid more, you get better stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say.
Why the helicopter thing?
That's mine. I'll get off my soapbox.
I see a fresh body in there. Oh, he almost C4'd you, bro.
Dude, this C4's that was Penguin. That was clutch.
Yep.
Not gonna lie. If you waited 1 second, I'd be dead.
Well, maybe not dead, just knocked on the ground, all armor broken.
Yeah, but anyway,
Not
you know what
good,
I
to
mean.
say the least.
I do not know how to clutch that, but okay. Oh, I have the FAMAS. Buy self-res. If you want.
Oops, I was trying to text you something, and then you said do that. and
Heal.
something that happened next
Someone,
to me. Don't you dare Goomba stop me.
he was trying to stop me.
I feel like being able to draw is like a very important skill to have.
Chupacabra right here.
A chupacabra. It's
Yep.
the Iron Man emoji? No, it's not. Okay. Here, I'm gonna finish the text message I was sending to you because I literally just sent you 2 words that make no sense. You know?
Oh boy.
Oh crap.
Okay, something that I'm probably gonna be biting my tongue saying, but I want to try a more not local race. It's actually over the states, but it's a Mud Run OCR race in a
Yeah, you
couple
talked
months.
about that. There's a lot of those. That's nationwide, bro.
I know. Uh, I think I want to do the rucking division though.
You know, every day can be Rucking Division in ROTC.
No, thank you.
How would you like to run a race
On payment.
every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning?
No, thank you.
It's just like that, except no medal.
Oh yeah, then no, thank you.
But you get the pride
Alright, I'm
of
back,
being
boys.
part of something bigger.
Wait, do you want to buy loadout or self-res penguin? Also, you know,
I'd say by self-res, but there are gonna be people on me, and I know that you're far from me.
I'm coming to you.
Because I picked up another bounty.
Oh, of course you did.
Because I'm bloodthirsty.
Bloodthirsty penguin.
Come on, penguin, just don't die yet. Okay, I'm also being hunted, by the way. So
I think that was our target. He was in a yellow raincoat. Hiya, Georgie. Oh, no, that's our target right there. I think.
is he in the yellow raincoat?
No. But I
You
think, Georgie and this dude are allies.
Who's Georgie? Is Georgie the yellow guy from like?
It's a it reference, right?
Yeah, it reference. Be
Oh.
careful, this is my cluster strike coming inbound.
I don't think your
Not
cluster
far
strikes
enough.
can kill me, but you know, just.
I don't think so either, but just, kind of keep
You want to
heads
find
up.
out, penguin?
Not
let's find
really. Is there a way onto the roof?
No, there's a rappel way. That I'm heading to. Over
I
here.
don't think they're on roof, though. That leap makes me think they're on roof.
Okay, so I do have a question for you, Penguin. Why is it that medals are so important? Because, like you mentioned earlier, I don't really care about medals. They're kind of just
I mean,
metal.
I think I've mentioned it on stream with Mini Egg, but it's kind of like a carrot and stick mentality. Oh yeah, they're on the roof for sure, Mini Egg.
I'm on the roof. Go to the
So-
rappel, it's right by me.
I mean, so like, I don't really know, but it's, I really don't. Oh, on me,
They like to try to say, "Hey, yeah, I did this."
kind of, and having physical evidence.
In case somebody said, "Nah, bro, you couldn't do that." It's like, "Yeah, yes, I did. Look at this."
Kind
Butter,
of,
you made
even
this one.
though, I mean,
Hey, penguin.
nice, I got him.
guys,
Even though,
I'm here.
towards, like, in, like, last August and stuff, I did mention, like, the Disney Marathon to my friends, and I did that for another month or so. But then, closer to and post-race, I kept my mouth shut, and, I mean, I kind of even wanted my sister not to post anything on social media about it. Like,
Okay.
and see, it doesn't make sense if, you know, if I want proof of completion, it's like, post on social media, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I
Or a
mean,
picture of you at the race. It's like, you know,
I mean, honestly, you're trying to dive down into some psychological stuff, hippie stuff, man. You need to... Where was that even going? But, you know, it's like, for this kind of issue, it's not something that's nearly something easily to be said and done. It's, I don't really know. Because,
Penguin,
I
I
mean,
killed 2 of them, but the bounty's still here somewhere. The contact ran out though.
I think it might stem from, I think, a difference between caring
How
about
did
medals.
can someone please watch the stream and just see what I just did?
And they're on roof. Don't land roof screen.
Alright.
There's a bunch of loot right here from the 2 guys I'm working.
Okay. I
I
think
just
that's
don't.
also where my body is.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough push to the roof though. You can rappel back up, so I
Yeah.
don't think they saw you go there the first time. Which might be the play.
Hey, look, my stuff.
Armor box.
Hmm.
So what
I
were you
love
saying,
the
Walker?
I said I think a kind of like a desire to have a medal might stem from just a personality difference. Like I know what I did, and for me that's all I care about. If I know I did something really cool, it's like okay, sure.
I can't bail out. I can't bail out. I can't bail out.
I have a crossbow.
I
Push
I
the-
wish
just close out.
I wish that there was a way that you could bail out of those.
Did you see that, man?
No.
I just destroyed the other crossbow.
Oh yeah, I did too. I had a gnarly flick to the dude. It's totally
also-
tubular, dude.
Broski.
I'm trying a new loadout, Penguin.
Okay. Um. So like, I don't know why. Like, I mean, towards like, even a little bit of like end of junior year, I was kind of talking it up with people. Not necessarily talking it up, but just talking about it with other people. Like some teachers and that kind of stuff, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm aiming to do this and that," and then literally, um, like I mean, I think I even posted a message to people in like Discord or something. Just don't, please don't mention it to anyone post race or something like that. I don't even know why, but I did. I honestly, that I have no clue. I mean, there could be a part that actually does know why, and I just don't want to say why. I don't know.
You need to talk to Allie. She would know.
Yep, I know.
The group psychologist,
Yep, the mom friend of the group.
mom friend.
Poggers. You can buy that station, Penguin.
Oh yeah. Oh, fire sale too.
Yeah, that's why.
Ping it.
Yeah, ping it. Penguin.
Right there, behind you.
I'm not trying.
But yeah, so I don't know why. Cause literally, I didn't even the the only reason why one of the other seniors on the archery team knew that I did it is because I did tell the uh, Mrs. Archery coach like after I did it that I did it, and she even was like, "Oh, that's cool. We should put something in the yearbook about it." I was like, "No, please, no," or something along those lines.
That would be so cool if you had like an article. You could have had an entire article about yourself
Not
in the yearbook, really.
not necessarily a full article, but maybe like a picture with a small caption or something.
Yeah, that's what most of the yearbooks are anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I did need that, and so one of the seniors knew because
Are you
I
not going
think
on that loadout, Penguin? Yeah.
goes in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a card? And so one of the seniors found out on the archery team because female coach was there and mentioned something to me at practice, and so it's like in my head, it's like, oh shoot, another person knows, another one bites the dust.
Well, I know. And I didn't say anything.
I know. I
Yeah,
mean,
because it doesn't really come up in conversation that much.
I mean, it's too late now because I just said it on the entire internet kind of deal.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you post it. I mean, you haven't posted much on social media. Like, anything.
My YouTube's
Well, social media.
that is a social media.
Okay, whatever. You haven't posted like
So, I
stuff.
mean- I know what he's meaning. He's meaning
Like Instagram.
yeah, like what is this called? They are social media, and YouTube is social media, but I understand what you're meaning, like
Yeah.
on like Instagram or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, I don't really post on Instagram or anything because I don't really do that much or really have anything that I really need to share or care to share.
Yeah, I get that. It's okay, so it's not only that. It's not like you don't do that much. Like Flutterwurst, you don't do much. No.
Oh no,
Part
I
of it's
don't do
just
much at all.
I don't post a whole lot
Oh.
either, mainly because I don't really think that there's that much stuff
Two
that
people.
just I
One armor
need to
knocked.
tell people.
I dipped.
Grab.
One's in the house now. One person got knocked armor. Maybe even both. They're in this house, Maniac.
No.
But
Oh gosh, on the back. Oof.
If I didn't communicate with some of my friends on Instagram, I would have probably deleted it a while ago. But it is like one of the best uses, the best ways to communicate with people, like ever, because
you know,
everyone.
I prefer the rotary telephone.
What,
That's
like,
my
call people?
preferred. That's my preferred. No, I don't use that. But that's my preferred method of travel, the rotary dial phone.
Oh, the rotary
And
dial.
next to that, a good handwritten letter. I can't.
So, is this like a reference to something?
No, I'm just saying that I'm old.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I don't have Snapchat or anything.
Neither do I.
Well, I mean, you're a young kid.
I'm
I don't have Snapchat either.
Yeah, good point.
I'm not the
Snapchat is not
most-
exactly what I would consider to be like the best thing in the world.
It's
Yeah,
not.
good
Okay,
point.
That's just
it's
fact.
great, but it's also terrible because it's like I don't know, I don't want to talk to somebody that way. I'd rather have a text conversation or just like have a group chat or yada yada yada.
I get that.
Yeah, and also in Snapchat, it's like all people do, they're not caring about conversations. They're just caring about the streaks.
See, that is
That's
true.
not true.
I mean,
It's kinda
literally on multiple occasions, my sister was going on a trip, or someone else was going on a trip, and they would literally give her their account info so that she could keep up their streaks with other
I know.
people.
I
And
know.
it's like, just how. It's not like even pictures of themselves. It's a picture of a wall, or the corner of a roof, or maybe a single eyelash, the leftmost eyelash. It's like it. I don't understand it,
It's
but
a
I mean,
gamification.
I'm also a dude, and B, I prefer video games over socialization. So, but I mean,
Okay, so
technically, video games are really good for kind of being social.
yeah, okay, Penguin, I have a question for
Like,
you.
gamers and
If a
streamers
game,
these days are some of the most social people.
and I don't get that far.
Well,
So okay,
not
imagine this.
fine, not the most, but they are super social. Like, I mean, if you think about what I'm doing, I've literally been on air, for what's this now? This is making it what, hour 2.5, right? Yeah, 11:30 will be hour 3, right?
Yeah.
11:24 will be hour 3.
Okay.
3.
So I've been on air for 3 hours socializing, even though I have no one watching me live. Someone might be watching post, but I've technically still been trying to entertain a crowd for the past close to 3 hours, or 2.5 hours now, or whatever. So, I mean, I've been really social. And if you look at words per minute of me throughout the normal day versus me while streaming, I've like almost tripled or quad that number alone because I've been streaming.
Talking more doesn't mean you're most social.
Well, I mean, technically in this platform, I am being very social.
I talk 50 more words per minute. I'm the most social person here. Like,
Well, okay, so I mean,
There's
flip
just-
your
if
back.
you are streaming, you are being social. If you're a streamer, you are being social, you're community. And if you play video games, especially like what the three of us are doing right now, we're hanging out together, playing video games, it would be very similar as if we were all meeting for lunch or something.
I feel like social interaction is a lot different than like playing games online. I feel like social interaction is mainly physical.
You know, Miss
I
Archery
mean,
Teacher
it's-
did an entire segment about this, how social interaction is being destroyed by the evil technology. And unless you're meeting in person, you don't count because it
She
doesn't
sounds like a
matter
Karen.
because
and that's
I actually
canon.
didn't get that message from her.
Wait. Did you have to read the book? Did you actually read the book?
Yeah, I actually read the book.
No
No,
way.
that was not her words. That was more the book's words. But there
And,
was
I
a
mean,
certain
also, the book is a little bit of an older gen kind of thing, I guess.
Ibumu wrote it.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah,
But,
basically, Ibumu did write it.
I mean, even though it might not be the most honorable thing, uh, in
You just got
regards...
Goombas.
Yeah, I know. But, like, kind of what I did is I read the book and essentially gave the textbook the answer it wanted, and I gave the answer it wanted on tests and that kind of stuff in class, pretty much. Even though I hardly talked in that class, though I did sometimes on stuff. Uh, but
Ooh,
for the
classic.
most part, I kind of kept my own thoughts to myself, and you know, because you know, like you know what happened. You in an essay wrote, I know the book feels this way, but this is how I personally feel about X, Y, and Z. And you got docked for that because
Yeah,
your thoughts
That's
did not
stupid.
line up with the book. And so, I mean, like I said, it's probably not the best saying. Like, if in class discussions, I would definitely probably recommend doing for the current seniors at that school in class, definitely kind of state your true opinions or a
actually,
not a
I,
nullified effect
mm,
depending on what the opinion is and what topic you're discussing, but and have open conversation. Try and make it an open conversation. But whenever it comes to test time, just pretty much regurgitate what the book says. If the book
yeah,
has a certain sentiment on a topic, even though it's not tech technically the class is supposed to get us to defend our views in the world kind of deal. That's what the class is supposed to be. If you get knocked for saying how you feel on a topic, I mean, the only other thing is to go to the teachers themselves, say, hey, I thought this class was, um, taking my perspective, mixing it with this, and defending my perspective with this. That's the only other thing. So if you get knocked, that's my approach. Go to the teacher. And for this may only apply to like 3 people, 2 people next year kind of deal. But um, and those would be my moderators who are currently at the school in the class. But other than that, it's like you can have your own opinions, and
You
if
can't
you
share
want to
them.
have discussions in class about differing opinions, so be it. But when it comes to test time, it's not necessarily. Uh, it's not. It's kind of like Scantron. While you may disagree with the answer, you have to pick the more correct answer. And
exactly.
if the answer that you think is correct is not listed, then you have to find the answer that the test thinks is correct. And so, and or like short answer. Short answer, it's looking for a few key phrases. And if those key phrases are not met, then it is wrong, or the teacher or professor will grade it as wrong. If it's like an open essay where the teacher is actually going to be reading it word for word, um, then
And
maybe
okay,
that state kind of going from your angle, defending it, and having multiple ways of defending your perspective, then you could do that. But also think it's a teacher. They probably have lots of other students' essays to read, so they can't sit down, read your essay word for word, and reflect on it, see your point as you stated.
yes,
So,
and not every single essay you're gonna write is gonna be this amazing, just fantastic, eye-opening essay. Okay, so this is like not a very popular opinion, but not every single, not just think about it, really going to make any progress. Are you gonna do anything good by putting the wrong answer? Is there some sort of, I don't know, because there's some sort of goal. Like, what's the goal here? It's like the goal is to graduate, in my opinion. It's like you can believe what you want to believe, but
And
at the end of the
see,
day,
the
right
class
or wrong.
is all about um,
There's three
kind
teams
of
here.
defending your faith. Um, for those who don't know,
Very
private
ironic
Christian school.
because yeah, it's kind of ironic because you didn't actually you're not able to defend what you believe because you'll get wrong if you do.
Yeah. So I
The
mean,
irony is
but
palpable.
that's kind of it's taking the class is essentially taking multiple like differing um, views of differing religions and kind of or sorry that's a different class it's holding up different kind of moral ethical issues and kind of how you're supposed to or trying to get you to defend them through kind of use of your faith kind of deal
Yes,
and
and they presented right or wrong answers to questions that did not necessarily have right or wrong
because I mean
answers.
technically with a lot of stuff especially technology a lot of different stuff does lie in this moral gray zone
Yeah, just like okay,
and
the Bible never talked about thou shalt not use the smartphone because it's evil and rotary dial is better. P.S. It's just it's like those things didn't. I don't know. People cited the Bible on issues that the Bible just didn't a care about or b address. I
can I
don't
ask one
think
question? How, where were we before we started talking about our old class? Like, how did we get into this conversation?
I don't know. That's a
Because
good question.
I'm trying to figure out that for myself, and I really was like, wait a second, what were we talking about before we started on this whole crazy train of a topic?
Rotary dials.
Oh, I do remember that as the last thing I was saying. I'm confused. Uh, but there's another point that I wanted to make, but I don't remember it.
I had a point.
I had a point. It was a long, convoluted way around to get to my point. I had to. It was only an A to B train, but I had to pass by the entire alphabet first. I still
That's
love
kind
that
of funny.
quote that I made.
Yeah, that was a good quote. You
Wait,
should use that.
Miniag, what stream did I make that quote on? I was telling some kind of story. What story was it?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I was at my grandparents' house. I was.
Or
Were we playing Hunt?
no.
Oh, the Martha story.
Mm.
Oh,
Huh?
that
We were
was it.
talking about that story. I don't think it was that story.
Okay, fine. It wasn't the story, but it was still
We were talking about it.
the you're not special story,
Yeah.
the penguin being toxic story.
Such a good story, dude. It happens to
I
so much
it
dude.
was
So
literally an
toxic.
A to B thing. Like all I had to say was A to B. But I literally went through the entire alphabet.
Oh yeah, it's true. I remember that. That was great, dude.
And that is so true in regards to the story.
It really is. You
If you literally watched that stream, I
just so much I
literally
didn't care about. It was
I
a
literally
lot.
was going from A to B, but I stopped by the entire alphabet along the way. Are those people on the roof, Miniac?
I don't know.
That just no, that's probably a vent port up there.
I don't see them. Maybe I don't see people there, but I mean, that's where our bounty is.
Yeah,
We're fucking have to rotate soon, if not now. I believe the zone is coming.
yeah. I mean, let's try to see if we can get in front of these dudes.
Yeah.
There's another
They bought
playa.
here.
Do you want a playa? I have a
No, I
playa.
don't want Pila. I don't want Pila, no.
Pila playa. Giant launcher of missile raining death. Ah, good times, good times. They rotated probably outside the building already.
We're probably gonna rotate forward just to... Dude, look where the next zone is.
I see a car, I see a car, I see a car.
He didn't rush me. He's a solo. Maybe he wasn't a solo.
He's down. Rush him.
I'm going. I'm rushing.
Self-rest. That's the only thing. Oh, buddy! Where did I murder you?
Oh, here. Indeed, a second person.
Yep.
Has a riot shield, full armor, he runs a big building.
Okay.
This is gonna be a hard push, Penguin.
Yep. Don't you love when you have a story, but you go from A to B all the way to...
Don't, he's not even broken armor. He's burning me. Dude, this isn't Hunt Showdown, dude.
That happens to my.
You might be able to res me if you go in here. I'll watch stairs.
He's reloading.
Run.
Run. He's right, shield out. Tell me... Oh. I have another missile, dude. Come on. Push me. I dare you.
Push me, I dare you.
I have a missile launcher. Oh, second team.
Yep. Broke armor, down.
Nice.
Down.
I see another vehicle.
I'm thirsting that guy. The vehicle might be a bounty.
Yep, the vehicles are bounding. Oh, top roof. Right shield, dude.
Hold it.
No, right shield dude is not our bounty. I am safe.
I know. Or...
Oh, nice. Bounty got poached. But the dude's on the roof.
I'm not safe. Oh, I tried to stick it. I had like 1 second left.
Oof.
Oh, that was a dumb move.
Okay, so,
I'm in Gulag. I fist. Against buyback.
no clue. So, I might be going to my grandparents tomorrow.
Cool. Wait, we
Or actually, maybe Saturday.
I hit him 5 times and almost lost.
Oh, wow.
Tomorrow is Saturday. Oh, shoot. No, tomorrow's Friday.
So, though we're not sure if we're going up. My grandmother had to actually go to the optometrist today because she believed that she might have had a detached retina or something.
Ooh.
Her eye wasn't doing well, kind of deal.
You win, Penguin?
Nope. And so, like, she's still not feeling well or something. It's not detached retina. We just don't know what it is, kind of deal. I'm not sure.
Detached retina is pretty rough.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a chance that we literally won't be able to go up because she's not feeling well. So, right now the odds are 50-50.
I'm so close to buying you back.
I mean, technically, that's like every single odd there could ever be, if you think about it from a certain perspective. Because
it either happens or it doesn't.
Yep, it either happens or it doesn't. And then if you want to get more specific, you can say that, well, here are different scenarios, and what are the odds that this scenario happens over another, or doesn't happen at all, and then your percents get lower and lower from 50% to, and then you just keep going down. So technically, still a 50-50% scenario of me going up to my grandparents' house this weekend. And also a 50% chance that I will not. I honestly don't know how I feel about him. I really don't know, especially because, you know, it's like college is...
Like right around the corner. Like literally right around the corner.
Literally Monday. Monday's first day of class for... Literally Monday. Quite literally Monday. So it's literally just around the corner. I mean, I don't know who is your professor for lit, and I'm not going to say professor names out loud kind of deal. But I think my professor for lit it's going to be online, but I think she, or he, I don't know the gender, but they might be having us do online Zoom lecture. all the other classes, they're recording content and uploading it, except for math. Math is the physical lecture on day of class, which
Hmm.
is a. Eh, I don't know how I feel about that either. I still kind of see it as a partial bummer.
What? That you didn't get full online? I think you're gonna enjoy not having full online.
Oh,
Enjoy it more
jailbreak
than
him
you
and then
think.
I can just stay alive.
yeah. Um, I mean, I can see it as both a good and a bad thing. Um, and I can see it for myself as I will enjoy it either way. But I think I would almost prefer like all my classes online, almost.
You say that now, but
I mean,
okay. So I'm not you. I'm not you, so I don't know. But,
and there's the argument. We can't really say what the other person will like because we are ourselves, and also I can't like you know my family
yeah.
has been to college, and while I can listen to their advice of what they suggest, it's also them versus me mentality, and each person goes through college differently. You know, while this person may have done X, Y, and Z for classes, and so they had a fairly easy time, and this person took all the hard class options. It's like everyone had a different class, and in my family and stuff, and so it's like not everyone is the exact same when it comes to the classes that they took, and so it's hard to kind of say how like take their advice. Yes, I know that their general advice, like, oh, you
You
need to be
take it with a grain of
studying,
salt.
like, you need to be studying at least once a day, kind of deal. And I mean that is true. I need to be sitting at least an hour, maybe an hour a day or something like that, depending on the class. Or I think I should at
Let's go,
least.
Mountain Penguin.
And it's never gonna hurt.
But it's also like situational based. It's like they, except for my sister who she was a sophomore during COVID in college, so she has
Did she go to our school or what
no.
school does she go to?
Uh,
Well, you can't say it on stream, so yeah. But she doesn't go to our school.
no.
Oh, Jenny. They're on
From behind.
pupper.
Yeah, pub roof.
That's gonna be fun. Because you can't push up the mountain.
We can't push up the mountain.
I don't have a RMO to spray. Let's just go this way.
Yeah, I don't have AR ammo to spray. I say let's kind of push along towards hydro power.
Yeah.
Okay, where are they?
You found a rocket launcher? Behind you
Not just
somewhere?
any rocket launcher.
Where we go? Where we go? You just die.
I have a Joker.
You die. Are you safe?
Kind of, as long as they don't push. But so like
Oh.
my sister.
I'm not getting you. I'm screwed.
Okay, just run. Yeah, they're pushing.
Yep, I can't do anything there. Oof.
So,
Good.
like for my parents, they both, I think possibly both lived on campus. And my dad, I think his first year he didn't live on campus. I don't remember, but like so, a lot of my family has lived on campus. A lot of my family took predominantly physical classes, especially because, online classes weren't really a thing back in I don't know when.
The day
Like
of not the internet.
The 20s.
The day of when they were in college. So it's like I don't know, and like I can't say if I will or will not like it, because it's like I don't know. I think I did pretty well with when our school did the digital stuff, but I also think because we were seniors, they're probably like, okay, they're about to graduate, and they're all digital now. There's not much. It's going to be harder for us to teach them new stuff. Let's just dial it back because we're still figuring out our COVID lesson plans. So they probably did actually dial back workload.
Except for Miss Tomlin.
I actually found her class pretty easy.
My grade didn't dial back homework. they gave
I
us more.
I mean, I honestly felt like my workload got easier. And you know what my metrics for
You're
that is?
you're
You
Did your
know
grades improve?
what? No.
Did your grades improve?
I've possibly, but my indication that my workload got easier is because I start to stream every single night of the week.
Okay, so with that, I have a proof that that metric is wrong. You did not drive to school. Not only that, but
Good point.
I had
Save
a
time on
yeah,
driving.
and you did not have to get ready in the morning as nearly as much. Not only that, but you also didn't have as many class times. Class times were shorter because they didn't have to. They just they changed up the schedule, so there was less class time as well.
you just had more time to do your work. That wasn't less work.
Yeah, we went
Okay,
European style,
well,
bro.
from from my perspective, it felt like less work. It felt like the work got easier. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a perspective thing. So, in my eyes, I saw it got easier. But
Well, I drive 45 minutes. I had to drive 45 minutes one way just to get to school. So the fact that I did not have to go to school saved me an average of 2 hours a day. 2 hours.
That's
So
not even that bad.
2 hours a day is a lot of time, bro.
I've been in. I did that. It took me an hour to get to school, an hour to get back, and on top of traffic.
But you didn't have to drive.
So,
I
You
mean,
can do stuff in the car while if you're not driving. If you're driving, then you're pretty much you're stuck in the car, and it's a lot of time wasted.
you both have a good point.
you
But
can listen to
so,
music.
but that's not doing workload.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't do work in the car.
I did work in the car.
No one
But
did.
back when I wasn't driving.
So, I mean, personally, I felt like work got easier because within school you go through the. I dropped earlier, by the way. Uh, Within school, you kind of are going through kind of the set paces of school, and so it's like you don't have truly a lot of time in between classes to do work. Uh, so, but I don't. For me, I mean, this is subjective from my point of view. It got easier. It felt like I had less work to do, and so I probably actually could have been done even faster. I was still probably finishing close to like 4 o'clock at night or 4 p.m. maybe, but I could have done class faster possibly. So I mean, I don't know, you know. Yet again, broken record. I don't know how college is going to fare for me,
I think
and that's
college is going to go better than you think it's going to go.
I
Especially since
hope
you're doing
so
um,
because how
since
I
you enjoy
have
college.
been kind of informed about it, it will literally be a nightmare. That's how I've kind of heard it. It sounds like a nightmare. And, I mean, I've had two perspectives. One from a person, Sparrow, and she said that for her mom, that her mom said college was easy. But, I mean, also, I don't think her mom and myself are majoring in the same things. Or
True.
she didn't major in what I'm majoring in. So, I mean, but like from my parents, it, and even my sister, it made it sound like it was a brutal slog. You have to be studying almost like 24/7 kind of deal. And so, I really hope that it is not as bad as I have the premonition it will be. Because,
So, okay, imagine this.
everything you pick up from all sources of media sort of shifts and creates your opinion on a topic. And from what I've gathered, my opinion on college is it's going to be brutal. That is my personal opinion from all different sources, from kind of verbatim from other people, from different sources of like media. So, like I've seen stuff on Instagram, and and stuff for high school. It's like the Christmas song, but school rendition. It's like there goes my GPA, kind of deal. or
Yeah.
like Santa, please hit me with the sleigh or something like that. Uh, or I'm so done, this isn't fun. There goes my GPA. That's it. So like, I mean, that's kind of. I mean, that
Did
was
I tell you
also
that?
for
Yeah.
part high school. But so you know what I'm saying. It's like all the different sources of information that you can gather can start making shifting what your opinion is or give you new light on an opinion or a topic. And so, I don't know my outlook of college. I feel I don't know. I don't know if I'm hopeful that it's not going to be hard, and I'm also not sure if I'm having a more pessimistic view of college where it's going to be the worst thing in my schooling career. And since I don't know that basic uh, information, I honestly don't know college. And, it's part scary because, well, yes, other family members have gone through college. I have not. And what worked for them might not work for me. And so, I mean, broken record again, college is an individualized sport. Or, kind of, in a way, it's almost like an archery sport. While you and other people are competing against each other, it's primarily okay. Fine, not competing against each other, but like archery, it's you versus yourself. And so, I mean, could that be the same as college? It's just
Across the street. There's
oh,
two of them, don't fight.
yep. Oh, you stole my kill.
Me?
No, him. I broke armor and
Oh.
he finished.
Oh wait, so is it you and two other solos?
No clue.
I would engage.
Yeah, I'm falling back. Also, have you noticed that the Car 98K, it's normally a stripper clip
Ooh,
Yeah.
with
nice to
the
hear.
With a set you loaded in one by one.
yeah, it's a 1x1 load.
Yep, you load faster with no sight, or with a smaller sight. If you have like a VLK or not a sniper one, you reload with a strip.
Yeah,
So did you see that stuff that I sent you? That meme? It was like it said, "Teachers, this
show
stuff
up on
won't
the test.
slide in college."
Oh
And then it
yeah, the
shows a picture of
and
the
see,
slide. It said that stuff in college.
yeah, I've also seen that too. And it's like, I hope that's what my
I have a
professors.
minigun.
Oh,
I have an
nice.
undercarriage minigun.
Mid. He's mid of his spawn. Uh, what's that? Your left side. Nice.
Dude, that's in the gulag?
I just got a grenade launcher.
What is the gulag, dude? This is awesome. You get the
I got annihilated with the grenade launcher.
you get the undercarriage grenade launcher or the undercarriage machine gun from a vault. Where am I supposed to go now? Keep dying.
Well, you're within next zone. You could go towards stadium and hop in this helicopter,
Do you know how risky that is?
and that's exactly why you're going for it.
I'm dead here. So see this helicopter? The helicopter's gonna destroy me. I'm gonna die to them.
Glide in, pick up the
I was going for that
scavenger.
helicopter. I can't even get the helicopter.
You can't get the heal on the field.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
someone
pick it up.
made a hostile.
I'm not
Okay.
getting Doomwood.
No, you're not.
Me, boy. He was going for it, but then he's above me. Go away.
You're left. So yeah, I've also seen that. It's like teachers in elementary school. This won't fly in middle school. This won't fly in high school. This won't fly in college. College.
Yeah.
I wasn't really feeling like coming and teaching class, so we're not having class.
Yeah.
Where do I have to
So,
go?
over there, kind of where we died.
Oh,
There's
there.
a vehicle over here. Or a vehicle over here. So, like, I personally hope, and I mean, that's also a professor thing. Like, they're, like, let's say 50
Professors
different.
normally. Yeah, go ahead.
There are like 50 different classes for one generalized class, or like you might want to take calculus, right? I'm taking calculus. There are lots of different teachers who are teaching calculus at different times throughout the day, different days, and so they're not all taught by the same teacher. So you could be being taught by the super most relaxed, laid back teacher, or you could be what's a really strict person in history?
History buff? I don't know.
No,
Hitler.
just like in general, like a historical figure that was known to be really strict.
Uh,
Is there any that
I
comes
don't
off the
know.
top of the head?
Margaret
I'm
Thatcher?
sure there are. There has to be. Also, I'm probably not gonna get that the supply run.
Bill Cosby.
I have I don't know. So but you know what I mean. So you could either get the super strict teacher, and then like I've also seen on like TikTok and Instagram, it's like uh one professor, call me doctor and my last name, because they have a doctorate degree in whatever they're teaching. Uh, the next
So
person,
close, dude.
call
No.
me Mrs. whatever, and then or professor whatever, then Mrs. whatever, and then
I
then
just
there
missed
might
it.
even be some who are like, call me by my first name, don't call me Mrs. because that makes me feel old, kind of deal. So it's
There was one person that it was a
one
teacher that my
maybe
sister
fine thing.
had, and basically he said, "All right, guys, um, I really don't care what you do so long as you try." And he said, and this is a liberal arts school, so when later on during the class, we're going to separate into those who are good and those who are less good. Um, so that way we can have like different, because I think it was doing something like, I don't know, I forgot what it was. It said, also, sometimes we'll have classes on Thursdays. If I forget to have class on Thursdays, or if I forget to come to class one day, I'll send you an email, apologize, and I'll bring donuts.
See, I hope I have a professor like that. I mean, aren't there like things these days, kind of like reviews, but for teachers?
Yeah, there's Rate My Professor, but
I
those you have
really
to
should
also
have.
take with a grain of salt.
Yeah, because if someone just was failing the class because they weren't good at it, they're gonna rate their professor hard because it's like, well, I flunked out of this class. I had to take this class during a break. Like I had to take this class during winter break because I flunked out of it. He flunked me out of this class. Well, why did you flunk out? Was it because you didn't understand the material and you didn't go and ask for help? But I mean, generally, what you would want to do when looking up reviews, you want to look at each individual category. Like, if you can sort it by the different stars, like, read the 1-star comments, but also remember that those people
Read
probably
the
had
five
a
stars.
different, didn't have the standardized experience. Like, that it might not, they might have not learned well, it might have been just a different thing. So it's like, but generally, like anything, read all the different tiers of reviews and kind of know that the higher tiers are also possibly going to be slightly cherry picked. Like they're going to have more of a gilded glasses over their eyes because it's like, this is the best thing ever, or this was the best professor ever. But then you can also see the same thing reading 1-star reviews. It's like, they're going to have like the very pessimistic glasses on, like, this was the worst product ever, this was the worst professor ever. So it's like, pick and choose, like, take everything with a grain of salt. If they rated 5
Yeah.
stars, they probably really like the professor. But, and so it's a personal bias. Like, they're going to rate them high because, they enjoyed the professor. But also, so just don't go off of that alone. Don't go off of whoever has the most, like, ratings, but read the ratings, see what they're saying, and read maybe not all of them, but like a few different ones from each different categories of stars to kind of get a generalized feel and just know that people in different categories are going to have a different view. So, like, people around, like, 3 and 4 stars, even though they are rating it lower, they are probably not going to have gilded glasses on, but neither are they going to have pessimistic glasses on. So they'll people in those categories tend to often, I would believe, kind of shoot straight and kind of, you know, tell like it really is. And people in 5 stars and 1 stars are going to tell it cater to their experience, kind of deal, and it might not
Yeah.
reflect the actual thing. So, but yeah, I probably should have looked up like Rate My Professor. Uh,
Nah, I mean, it's not really that
but I
imperative
mean,
that you do it.
like, what if I chose not knowing? Oh, he left. But like, what if I chose the hardest professor, or got the hardest professor in my section, or for calculus? What if I got the hardest professor in calculus?
Good challenge yourself.
But I have no idea if I got the hardest professor or if I have one of the easier professors. Okay.
I think honestly, this game, like, instead of picking up bounties or whatever, play as safe as you possibly can and go for recons.
Yeah.
Like, just give up on trying to get kills, because we seem to do well if we can make it to end.
Yeah. Also, sorry for kind of bringing down the vibe with talking about school and stuff.
He didn't bring down the vibe.
And talking about school stuff and more or less real world stuff can sometimes bring down the vibe, at least in my opinion. Just because, like, where?
Finish me, do what you want. He fisted me. He has a burger time.
I had Bruin. I knocked armor though.
Bruin got mega nerfed.
Well, isn't really just damage range?
Oh, they
That's
nerfed it
it?
again.
They did?
Yeah, they said in the patch notes that they're gonna nerf weapons in a later patch, and then they released it the other day. So
Oh, wow.
it got nerfed. Where
Also-
it's not bad, but a lot of things are better than it now. It's not meta.
Do you know what the meta for this bit of the season is?
Honestly, the Hogler got buffed, but some people still use Ruin, some people still use like Growl in 5. The Growl is kind of
Right side?
Yep. Dude, I hit him in the face and it didn't work.
Oof.
I've been playing so terribly this game.
Aw, me and the person made friends.
Back.
Ah,
So because I wasn't doing anything with my controller, it powered off because I had everything.
oh, that's rough.
Okay, so I also have a question. I have a decent picture of Tracer that I have drawn.
Send it to me.
I will.
Now.
Now, what I have my predicament. My predicament is this.
Post it to the art channel.
No, not that.
No, post
Should
it to the art channel.
I
I
draw?
see that I have 2 people watching. How are you guys doing?
Should I
Hope you're
draw
doing
a
well.
body and try and continue to?
Well, let me see what you have first. Come on.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, let's. I mean,
Hey,
right
it's a
now I
good
might
bust.
not.
See it as a bust.
Yeah, have Miniag overview it because he's good with art. So
Not really though.
Yeah, kind of.
Shh.
But anyway,
child, you are.
Not.
You are.
Not.
just cast out the
Are.
reel.
Miniag's good art, so
I literally just gonna start spamming Walker send until he sends it to me, just to be annoying.
I mean, so
Annoying's my speciality, in case you haven't noticed.
Oh, we could tell.
Thank you.
what? Really? Really?
Wow. See, Walker made it work, but you're just being rude, family.
Really?
Walker, no, seriously, Walker made it work. And now I'm offended by you.
You're
What?
not offended by me.
I totally am. You keep putting words in my mouth, and it's annoying.
I have not done one thing whatsoever.
I'm gonna pencil the figures in for a 100 on because we all agreed, except for I never did.
Got you there.
Well, that wasn't putting words in your mouth. I didn't make you say anything.
I was forcefully signing a bunch of stuff.
I said no, and you said.
Well,
You
you didn't say no. You just said I don't know.
Didn't hear an exact no.
I never heard a no. You never said no. You just said I'm not sure.
You sure didn't hear a yes, though. I mean,
You said we'll see about it. That's your words. This was off stream stuff, so it's off the record.
Imagine not knowing what this conversation was. Imagine being off stream.
Also, who's watching? Someone watching.
I'm watching. I don't know if someone else is watching. But this is probably going to be the final match of the stream because it's 11:50 my time and I need to be off at midnight.
Yeah. So that's probably answers the question. I'm probably not going to add more detail until later. But this is what I got so far.
I mean, Walker, you do art, post it to the art channel.
And you will post your art? Sounds good.
I mean, sure. Depending on what happens, I might have to finish up my uncle's dog, like literally tomorrow.
Have to or get to?
Ooh, got you there. You
have to.
You get to do your art.
I like it, Walker. It's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
Drop.
What do you mean, actually?
I'd probably keep it at that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm kind of treating my uncle's dog as a commission, non-commission, because they never said that they're gonna pay me to draw their dog.
Don't draw stuff for people for payment. That's stupid.
I mean, that's what a commission is.
I know, but if they didn't order it, don't expect to be paid.
Oh, I said I'm not expecting to be paid.
I know.
Like, I'm treating it as if it's a commission where it's a non-family personnel that I know it's a gift, but I'm treating it as if, someone ordered me or said, hey, I want you to draw my dog, and here's the picture. That's how I'm treating their picture, even though technically I'm not doing it within a quick timeline. If, someone actually ordered or requested that I do their animal and paid me for it, I probably would have needed to get that done like 8 years ago.
More than likely.
Because, I mean, I started around early June. And it's been a few months.
Right here,
how do you spell Tracer? It's just Tracer, right?
Tracer, yes, sir.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, good. Because I'm
Tracer.
Your guess is as good as mine. People still there?
They drove in a car.
Kind of weird. It's like, I don't know. I don't trust this autocorrect anymore.
Do you trust me?
So, meh. In part.
Wow.
But as far as spelling goes,
I'm treating it as if it's a commission, even though they're not paying me.
Writing family?
Yeah, people on me. He only had he's right behind the door. He only had a pistol, an X16. He's either
not behind the door. I hope you know that.
Well, he was nearby.
Hey, why'd you leave me?
Because I had to reload. I should have swapped the weapons, really.
Yeah, that's what you do. It's quicker to swap weapons than reload.
Yeah, but I didn't play that right. Oh well.
Oh, well, I'll buy you back.
Yep. But so, I'm trying to treat the artwork with a pretty high level of detail.
You should treat every hard work with a pretty high level of detail.
Well, I mean, I'm not treating it as if it's a sketch or as if it's like just a standardized school artwork.
He's camping recon. There's a gold ground is camping recon, so don't go there.
Okay. The person had a chance to cap flag.
I have a Ritex? The Ritex in this? Dude, there's no way.
I'm going back to where I died to get the loot. I also should have known someone was fishy because, you know, there was a body on the roof. And then we're gonna frame you for murder!
I'm executing the guy. Go up.
Oh, you got ghoulie? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're camping recon. With a gold growl.
Well, that's delightful.
Yeah, so don't go recon. They're just camping there.
I got a riot tech.
The Ritex. I don't know. I don't like.
Ooh, it's explosive rounds.
Doesn't mean it's good. It means it's explosive. Should I
I'm
shoot
still
me?
deciding. I added it to the group chat.
I
I'm
reacted.
still deciding whether or not I should add detail.
I mean, that's pretty detailed.
Yeah, but I could probably like add other stuff as well, like a body and I don't know stuff. I don't know. I am seriously
A body, a
considering.
ghost.
Comedy Island.
The funnier thing is hearing it in my head because it's a quote from Friends when I think his name's Joey's on a game show and it's like, what's, name the thing that you put in your coffee, and then he names everything else but cream or sugar, whichever one is the correct answer. And,
On above us, above, dude. He's on the roof. I hear him walking. Found him.
Okay, one more game. Even though it's 5 till in the stream, but so you know, and like the person leading the game show keeps on adding on like details like you put this in, name this thing for coffee, and then it's like you put it in your coffee, and so it's like a spoon, your face, it's white, sugar, a ghost. And so in my head, I could just hear him saying, a ghost. I haven't watched the show myself. I only know that clip from TikTok. I mean, 90% of my, like, some of my other TV show references have come from memes, either from TikTok or from Instagram memes. So that's how I know a decent bit of my out of a certain area references. So if it's out of Disney, it's probably from TikTok or Instagram. You know? You guys are getting tired. You're not as chatty.
That's because it's almost 12 o'clock.
I'm not tired, I'm just not chatty.
Ah, you see, in my position, I can't be either. I can't be tired and I can't not be chatty. I have to be chatty and I always have to be alert and energetic. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I never stop until I log off, and then I'm a pile of goop.
Goop or poop?
Goop.
Oh.
Goop. Not the other one. I feel like it's, I feel like I can see like a comic book character, or a cartoon where they literally just melt down a drain pipe. Maybe Tom and Jerry.
Bugs Bunny, where he just like goes down his rabbit hole.
No,
What is that?
like
think it's
literally
Tom and
like a drain.
You're thinking of Tom and Jerry, yeah.
Yeah, where he literally kind of melts and goes into a sewer drainage thing.
That sounds Tom.
Yeah, that sounds like Tom. Ah, good old Tom. So, okay, so I found this, actually you pick. I've been picking and we've been dying, so you pick.
You pick.
No, you pick.
You pick.
You pick.
You pick.
You pick.
You pick.
You pick. You're
I really
leader.
want Hydro.
Okay, Hydro it is.
We always do good when we land Hydro, and that's actually a fact at this point.
Yeah. So there's like a theory online that Tom and Jerry were actually friends, and that the only reason Tom was chasing Jerry around is because if not, then Tom would have been sold by his owner and gotten a cat that would have actually killed Jerry and not have the friendship that they had.
There was another theory that Jerry was a communist swine from Nazi Germany, and
Christ.
Tom was trying to eradicate him from the house. And yeah,
I don't
guys
think
see
that's
that?
a real theory. I've
It is.
never
Is your
heard.
theory?
It is. They talked about how Tom and Jerry might have been pro-Nazi.
Oh my god. What?
Have you heard this theory?
No.
Because like Tom is
A hero.
it's a slang term. It used to be a slang term. A Tom used to be a slang term for a British infantryman, and a Jerry used to be a slang term for a German pilot. And so they would say the smart mouse, the smart German pilot, always outsmarted the dumb British soldier. And so,
Oh, wait a minute. This might actually walk my on something. Wait a minute.
I am
Yeah.
thinking he's onto something. The only question is, what time period is this from? You got sniped?
Tom
Yeah,
and
I
Jerry's
actually
pretty
did,
doggone
though.
old.
What time period is this from, and where were the makers from? I mean, technically, if you think about it, there could be essentially like sympathizers on either side for war propaganda. There could be someone who's making a cartoon on our soil, but is trying to underline a message. So, I mean,
Like the Underground Railroad?
no,
Oh, Tom and Jerry.
like kind of subliminally plant a message. Like without openly saying this is what I think, I'm just going to say I think everyone should think like this. Everyone should
Just
be
like
like
how Zootopia is secretly pro-furry.
no.
Oh my god.
It's-
It's not even true, though.
I saw it on an art channel.
Yeah, you can see a
This
lot of things on our
communist
channel.
scum.
And also, guess what? Is an easy first art thing to do. Furries.
Animals.
Communism.
Animals are some of the easiest things to do in art, and so
Also,
it's
animals aren't necessarily
Secretly, the
furries.
reason I joined the army wasn't to
eradicate
get free
furries.
tuition or get money or anything like that.
broke
It was
armor.
to eradicate this
I don't have pistol.
communism. No.
I
Overall
only have
free
pistol.
tuition. That's the only reason I'm joining.
he's
is for tuition.
underneath. I mean, this is also working out because it's 1 minute past, so technically, I'm not sewing.
Do one more. One more.
No, we're in Gulag, so if we win, then I don't play my games as I'm going to throw them. I always play them as trying to win, unless, like, I purposely stay, like, it's too late or something, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to throw it because I want to be done. Because I don't want to, like, leave a match or anything, and in the games I play, especially, like, for example, oh, you guys are going to love this, because what do you always say? So, in Hunt Showdown, you don't throw a game. If you throw a game in Hunt Showdown, and by throw a game, I mean die, I mean, for you guys, it doesn't
Some of my
affect
games
you.
dying are different.
Well, in Hunt Showdown, technically,
Sorry.
there is no throwing a game other than purposely dying. That's how
Of
you
course
throw a
dying
game.
thing to throw in game.
Yeah, at least that's how I perceive throwing a game in Hunt Showdown would be. Either that or purposely shooting shots and drawing the enemy in intent with the extent to murder your team. That's how you throw in Hunt Showdown. At least that's how I perceive it. I mean, for you guys, it's not a big deal. Because you can keep your people. That ADS time is so slow.
Did you guys win?
Change it to amazing. No, I died to fall damage.
Okay, one more game.
One more game. One more game.
'Cause I don't want to
One
throw.
more game. One more game.
Were you throwing on purpose, Penguin?
No, I wasn't. That Rytech has so slow ADS time.
You're supposed to say yes. And then like, oh, we weren't trying, and now... You ruined it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
But so technically, back to what we were saying. So for artists,
Crap.
some of the easiest things that a lot of people can do is actually draw animals. And so there's essentially a logical leap that people could take if they want to draw more characters. They can take what they already have in front of them, let's say a dog, cat, or source image of an animal, which is relatively easy to draw, and then they can start adding human characteristic to make, a more fully fledged character that you can actually do stuff with, other than, oh, this is a picture of a dog. No, this is a picture of my character so and so. And
See, I
so,
know you're not saying this, but when you're talking, all I can hear you saying is communism over and over and over again. Communism, communism,
but
and
I'm saying
communism.
it's a logical step for people into, like, starting into art to go down a more, not necessarily furry path, but to definitely start off with. So, if you're doing characters, you can either do a human character or an animal based character. And then technically, you can also have characters based off of other things like sprites or inanimate objects. But for the most part, they fall under two categories, either animal or human based characters. And if it's animal, 9 times out of 10,
It's easier to transition. You
yeah,
start
it's
like with animals, and then you slowly transition to it be more humanoid.
yes.
Get rid of the animal aspects and it's
Oh,
human.
y'all are saying some real communist stuff right now.
It's evolutionism, basically.
See, here's the thing.
Also communism.
I'm pretty sure that if someone didn't try to shove, like the furry stuff down my throat, like shove it down, like, oh, you should do furry art, you should do furry art, you should draw an anthropomorphic animal. If someone didn't shove that down my throat, I mean, that was actually probably logical step for me to do in art. Like, I probably could have drawn something like that.
So
Thank
you're telling me you're a
goodness.
furry.
You dodged a
No,
bullet.
I'm not. I'm not, because
Hello.
a person shoved it down my throat, and so, I was already on the fence. I was like, I don't know. And
Okay,
then they were like,
so
furry, be a furry. And then I was like, you know what? No.
okay, so that is one of the reasons I
And
do
so
not
technically,
like
it's like,
furs.
if you have an opinion and you're trying to get someone else to join your opinion, don't shove it down their throat.
Hunt showdown, hunt showdown.
I haven't
apologies.
shoved it down your.
That's
Anyway.
actual facts.
Anyway, basically, let's talk
Actual
about furs some more. So, I do
I've never
not
shoved
like
Hunter
furs
down your throat.
That's true.
because whenever I'm scrolling through just any art channel, it's like I don't want to see furry art, but for some reason it just pops up. It just pops up.
Because
and I'm like,
it's
I
a very easy thing for people to draw.
What do you
Because,
qualify as a furry?
I don't,
Is
I
a
don't have any problems. Everybody holds a Mahu Dehi, which is the image of God.
What?
And I respect each
Don't deploy my
individual,
parachute.
equally. But stop drawing sexualized dogs. It's just, oh my word.
Okay,
I
so
can't-
you
I
ventured
can't-
into the darker side.
I can't
Yeah.
do it. If
So
I have to see more photo, I'm gonna lose it. I'm going
Walker,
to lose
do you
it.
qualify like a person with like animal ears a furry?
I don't know what that's qualified as, but they're on the line between not okay and communism.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Like, okay,
up top,
okay.
right there. On
There's
ping.
a
He's
thing,
hopping down, he's hopping down.
there's a green zone, which is like
Oh, and
a
another person
man-
on the bridge. On
like a full-on man,
Camp Blue Penguin.
full-on dog, like Last of Us, and all cool, just normal stuff, like a cowboy. And then there's this little orange area, tiny orange area where people are pushing it. People are really pushing it.
I mean,
Like, when they
technically, in
start drawing
every different
werewolves-
genre, you have people pushing it. So, in every different genre you have people that are on the darker side and are doing, like, Overwatch. If you look far enough down the internet rabbit hole,
Shut up.
y-
No,
You
don't
will-
talk about that. That's a dark place.
you will find, like, over-sexualized pictures of Overwatch characters.
I
I'll
don't understand.
figure that
What
out.
you're looking for.
And
Hard one.
literally, that's with every single different genre there is. Call of Duty, there's probably artwork of it down the wazoo. But
But I don't
so,
want to see that. Like, I don't. Okay,
Then
some
don't look
people
at
have
it,
their preferences.
dog.
Well, it pops up. It's like, dude, stop sexualizing stuff. Just for 10 minutes. I feel like that Shrek meme where it's like, can you stop sexualizing stuff? For 10 minutes. It's just like, guys, okay, draw it, but if you want to draw it, that's your decision. It's a free country. Just keep it in your
I mean,
sketchbook.
the
I don't want to
see
see
a
it.
lot of these
I
people,
don't.
some people draw because either they're being paid to draw or whatever. And so, I mean, it's also, you can't control what people do and don't post on the internet. So, I mean, if if you don't want to see something, then try not to find it. And if, like, for example, in TikTok, there's a way that you
Don't go
can
there.
go back. Oh,
Don't go there.
oh yeah, figured that out. But so, like, for example, in TikTok, you can say, "Don't show me more of this content," and I don't know if
Yeah,
that's a
but it
user
still
account
pops
or
up.
using tags. I understand that, and it's something that is very hard to deal with on the internet because they're because it's like a moral gray zone. It's a gray zone. It's like how do you?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the
Okay,
internet,
so with this,
so you can't control
I
people on
feel
the
like you
internet,
have to
but you
respect.
can control like your search stuff. So, for example, uh, literally putting SFW will
What's
probably block
SFW?
safe for work.
No, I didn't
It's
know that.
NSFW.
Oh, SFW? What did I say?
It's NSFW, not SFW.
No,
Uh,
NSFW is not safe for work, but safe for work. If you type that in as a hashtag
Safe work. Oh,
in
I
like
know it. That,
so,
don't. I said don't look up NSFW.
oh yeah, don't look up
Block
for
that.
NS.
Exactly. Don't
Yeah,
block
don't
that.
look up that. If you don't want to see the dark sides of fandoms, do not have that as a hashtag. But, like, for example, if you're looking at art, make sure if you're on an art website that you can add tags. Put in the tag hashtag SFW, which stands for Safe for Work. And meaning, you know, it's going to be pretty clean content.
yes,
Okay,
and that's
thank you
what
for
So,
okay. I like art. I love art. I think it's an awesome thing. I feel like there's so many awesome creators out there, but it's just like, okay, I respect as an American citizen a person's freedom to do what they want, but I expect them to also respect my freedom as an American citizen to not have to see that crap on the internet. And
then
it's
you
like
don't
when
look
I
it up.
first
Yeah.
it's
So,
not just
What you're
that
saying is
I
you
saw
don't
there
want
was
other people to have freedom. You don't want other people to be able to do that stuff.
so
so
okay, so no,
people
hold on
will
here.
do it
I
no
feel like
matter
there should
what. So
be
you
I feel
can't
like
block
there
them
should
for
be
doing it.
contraband. I feel like there should be contraband stuff. There should be a natural safe block. So for instance, like what you're saying, but
Hashtags.
no. Hold on. In my feed for Instagram, this was when they first started releasing Instagram Reels. The first thing that pops up. This was on the top of my screen. I never searched it. I never even wanted it. Was some furry dancing around. I was like, I never looked up furry. You know
How?
my extreme disdain for furries. And if you are a furry out there, I mean nothing by against you. I'm sure you're a lovely person, but I don't like them
Okay,
or
so
any
here's
of
a
that art.
so let me argue. So this is not the opinions of all of us here. But so let me defend him. So what he's so remember, in every different group in the internet, there's those who are the clean, and then there's a small percentage of any different group who are the dirty and kind of the people who do the kind of not safe for work stuff, like not
Yes.
clean to look at work. And so there's always going to be like essentially I know technically the saying is a few bad apples ruin the bunch, but
Yes.
so
Penguin, don't
technically
here.
don't. Okay.
Don't
So
go away.
so
So okay, with that,
don't so but so the saying is a few bad apples ruin the bunch, but essentially let's twist that to say uh, there are a few bad apples in each different group, but you should not let the few bad apples ruin the group.
Basically,
So okay,
don't let
so
the apples ruin the bunch. Also, I'm being hunted, and it's
Yep.
probably the car behind us.
Yeah, I
okay,
see
so
that.
okay. Let me discuss.
Here,
If
Maniac?
and I mean absolutely nothing by this. I myself do not care to look at furry art. Any furry art, sexualized or not sexualized, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I just don't care for it. Sexualized furry art, I have a massive disdain for and a huge problem with. I do not even want that anywhere. If I see furry art, it's like, okay, fine, at least it's not sexualized, I can just scroll past it. But sexualized furry art, I do not like. So that is where I
I mean,
really,
Instagram, you can block stuff,
but it still
And
pops
run.
up, and it's still there. And
then
so
just
if you
continue to
are,
keep blocking it. Anytime it
but
pops up, kind of like weeds in a
it's
garden,
still
the second that they rear their heads, try pluck them out.
it's still annoying. Okay, so okay,
I,
and
I
you know
understand
that
from your perspective, but you also have to see that this is the internet and you can't truly control everything on the internet.
I cannot control, but I feel like there
Like for
should be.
example, I can look up memes about video games, and it's a rabbit hole. Any on the internet, it's a rabbit hole. You can go from looking at one thing of a Minecraft building to Minecraft memes to video game memes to all different sorts of things on the internet. You can't control it unless you have stuff blocked and are searching particular hashtags. Then it's very hard to do that.
Yep.
And okay, and so I also I'm probably coming off a little harsh, mainly because I really don't. It's your personal opinion
It's
to
our
like
own
or
personal
not,
opinions.
to like or not like furries. It's also my personal opinion to really,
They're
really,
rushing me, dude. I'm
really
dead.
not like
Wait, no,
furries.
they're not. They're running away from
Um,
me. I'm dead.
and I actually I don't really
They're on
care
me. Help.
what someone does in their own
Double one.
house and their own free time. I mean, that's their business.
You
But it's
saved
just
my
like
life. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Yep.
That way.
just some things are not meant to be posted on the internet.
I
And
mean,
if
but
it's
they
on a
do
forum,
choose to post on the internet, and
if it's on a forum, like where it's just or a specific channel or account
Do you
where
thirst
it's
some,
just
Penguin?
art just
yeah,
for
I
furries,
thirsted him.
that's okay. That's fine. You can share it with your friends. It's just like I don't know, Instagram, get a better algorithm because like that's the biggest thing. Um,
He's weak, Penguin. He's weak, 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 weak.
Where?
Down him.
Nice. Good job.
Try to hunt me, like, don't ya? Got him. Zone's coming, gotta go.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Uh, but I mean, also, a lot of artists do their art because they want to share with other people. And so, you know, if they decide that they want to share their art, like a lot of artists, I mean, you have some artists who don't want to share their stuff. But then you
like
also
you,
have artists who specifically do art to share with others. And so it's their own, like, they want to do it, so they'll do it. They make an art piece, no matter what it is, they want to post it for others to
and,
see. And so they're catering to their audience, but they're not catering to everyone. Like,
and
they
granted, I
might know
probably
there
do
are
come off a little
some,
harsh on
like,
the furries, but it's just
I mean,
I just don't.
my personal opinion is I don't care for them either way. I'm not necessarily a supporter, but I'm also not someone who's will take up a pitchfork. Like I'm like,
I don't care about
your art is good, but I do not want to kind of be doing your art style. Your art style is good for you, but it's not what I want to do with my art. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Perfectly.
let bygones be bygones. I'm I see their art and I'm like, wow, that is awesome what they can do. And I mean, I'm not looking at the bad art. I'm looking at, kind of the clean stuff, the safe for work stuff. So, and I don't even see that. All the only times I can see it is if I'm going into Instagram and I'm scrolling through a find one picture of art on the kind of explore page and then I just keep scrolling. And that's the only chance that I interact and see furry artwork. And so I'm like, I acknowledge that they have awesome skills. And honestly, jealous about their art skill. I wish I had that amazing art skill, but it's just not my art to do. So I'm not a furry myself, but I'm also not someone who's like,
against it.
yeah, I'm not against
and
it.
okay,
It's kind of like
granted,
they're in their lane, I'm in my lane. As long as they're not uh, interrupting my
Forcing
lane.
upon you.
yes,
Yeah, as
and
long
so
as they're
if
not
that,
forcing it down my throat, then I'm fine with it. And I mean, who knows? I
I,
possibly could have been literally a week or so away from maybe doing a similar character to that. I mean, I've told a story where I wanted to draw
Here,
a
here.
character from League of Legends called Teemo, and he is a yordle creature, which is kind of like a furry. And I
I got him, bro.
specifically didn't draw him. Instead, drew a forest scene, but instead of having Teemo jumping over a log like he's seen in some of his arts stuff, I just drew a squirrel on a tree stump
They're
because,
still in
you
this
know,
way, Penguin.
yeah,
He's over there. A life kingdom? Car.
his farm
I'm
armor.
sure there are probably quite a
And
few
so,
furries
I
that are
mean,
mad at me
if
right
the
now.
person who, like there was one person, and if he wasn't so adamant of me trying to become a furry, I might have actually drew Timo, because like I literally heard what he would say. Oh, you're a furry! Yay! You're finally a furry! You're doing fur art now, or whatever. And just because of that, I didn't want to do
And
it.
that
And so,
that's what I dislike. That is what I
and I
okay.
mean,
I'm sure there are a lot of people that are probably not very happy with me right now. I agree with Penguin on this. I don't care what you
but
do.
I
I
mean, that
support
was only
you with
one
that.
case scenario. It was only
It
one
was
person
it
who
was
was
one
trying to
case, but
shove it down my throat.
but a few bad apples ruin a good bunch. Most of the
Not
people that
necessarily. You shouldn't let
yeah,
a few bad apples ruin the bunch. I mean,
exactly,
that's what happens
exactly.
with
I
actual
agree with that.
apples. They decay and they're releasing. I don't know the name for it, but they're releasing an uh, kind of acid that is actually ruining other apples. But so technically, the quote is, "A few bad apples will ruin a bunch."
Hey, let's
But
go to buy.
essentially, what it's trying to say when people say it's like, don't let the few bad ruin the few good. That's essentially what the
Flying
modern
over there. He's behind that building somewhere. He was
uh,
just flying in. Probably a gulag.
uh, that's kind of what the modern interpretation of the quote is there are kind of like, don't let a few like negative people ruin something for
Let's hit the
everyone
roof,
else.
Penguin.
Yeah, and so okay, and that's
What's the
why
ladder to this room?
a lot of the people that I know, and there
Let's go
is
from inside.
a person that I know that
Want to go up this tower?
she was
Yeah.
like actually a pretty dope person, and I had nothing against her, and I still don't have anything against her, but it's just like I don't know, it's just like that. It's like don't try and force someone to do stuff they
To
don't
be
want to
something they're
do.
not.
Not only that, but also by doing that, he indirectly caused you not to draw something, and it's like I don't like that. I don't like that for anybody, not just furries, not just furries. Anybody, anybody who tries to force someone to do something and ends up just being kind of annoying and a very big discomfort to someone because they just won't let it alone. It's like, dude, and there's a difference between trying to convince your friend to do something because you think it's totally
Let's check over
dope,
here first.
like a video game or something, and continually and relentlessly trying to do
And
this, like,
I've also, so I know
How about
you're
you, Fred?
jabbing at me, and I am also trying to stop getting you
and
guys
I get it, I
to
get
do
it. Like,
stuff. Like if I
I'm
want to
not
do a hunt stream,
super,
I'm going to wait until there's a time that no one's on
yeah.
with me, so that's just me, myself, and I can do something again that I like. And if you guys want see that I'm on and want to hop on voice or even in game, then you guys can. But I'm not going to be broadcasting that to you guys anymore because I know I've been more or less pushy about it, and I've been trying to get you guys to play it, even though you're not the biggest fans of the game.
If I was annoyed with you, I would have said something though. Like, I hope you understand that. I don't hold anything against you. If I really, really, really wanted somebody to stop, and that's just because I'm an extrovert, and I don't know, I'm a lot more, quite say, blunt. If I truly had a problem with someone, I would let them know. And my big thing is, if someone lets you know how you have a problem and they continue to do it,
That's filming.
that is where it is. And okay, and I have to give props. There are a lot of people out there with a lot of artistic talent that are furries, that they are leagues upon leagues better than me, and I've got to give them props because it's good. It's a good, like it's good art, but it's just not. I don't want to see it, and I don't care for it, and I don't like it.
That's,
Um,
there's people up there, Penguin.
Yeah, I know. And there are also people at this building over here. And so,
You gotta rotate it. You wanna zip up?
yeah, they're going to be watching Zip, though. We could go from inside.
Alright, it's different inside. We already here on ground war.
Yeah.
Someone died here, yep. There's a dead body. Don't go up Zip, don't go up Zip. This is a dead body. He definitely went up Zip and died.
Maybe.
He probably crawled over there.
Yeah.
After going Zip. Do you want an elevator up?
We could either elevator or stair. I think elevator could be risky, but also... Let's see where this goes. I'll be the guinea pig.
Please don't die.
I'll try not to.
They're south. Southwest.
Okay, clear.
Alright, come on up.
So,
Don't push it on me.
I know. I'm just getting a different angle, making sure. Okay, let's go this way over here. They are above here, though. So,
We're hunting rabbits. They're probably gonna watch door. Hello?
nice. Squad wipe?
No, it wasn't.
They're in
I'm
a sniper
someone-
fight.
Oh. He's in the other corner. Oh, he's laying there. He just shredded me.
Okay, team wipe.
I sell. What?
Yep,
How?
if you... Were you holding down square to make sure you would stand up or go prone again?
No.
If
I
you
didn't
tap
touch
circle.
anything.
Sorry, circle, not square.
I didn't touch circle. What? Dude, that sucks so much. I might have just thrown there, dude.
No, you
'Cause
didn't.
now you're all alone,
Right.
dude.
so I added detail. I shall send it to you. How do you unsend a message? 'Cause
Don't
I
worry
don't want
about
to send. I don't want to send the same drawing twice.
it. Just say no one will care. Just say.
No, I
Right.
want to like unsend the previous message and like do the updated tracer picture.
But it'll just send a new message, so it wouldn't make it.
Well, yeah, I know, but at least it won't be the same picture.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, wait, Penguin, you're expert at deleting art. How do you do it?
Okay, I don't delete art, I delete messages.
How do you delete the message? Oh wait, figure it out. Never mind.
Okay, well, I mean,
GG?
this was... Yeah, 24th, that's the best we've
I
done.
must have like touched the circle button, dude. Oh, I
Yeah.
threw so hard. I'm so sorry.
Oh, perfectly fine. I do need to wrap up, though, because it's half past when I need to be wrapping up, so... Fun stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
GG. Sorry,
Yeah,
I threw so
pretty
hard.
good. Oh, you didn't throw. It was an accident.
I think
We all
I-
make them.
I would have.
I've done that
killed
multiple
that guy.
times. I've done that multiple times. Where I try to self-res, but it's like, okay, when I res, I want to make sure I'm prone, so I hold down circle to, so that
I
I'm
wasn't
prone.
even doing that though. I just I didn't put anything in here. I don't even know what happened. I must have
Yeah,
accidentally bumped it.
it's perfectly fine. But yeah, so I need to wrap up this part 3. I don't like that I had to go through this part 3, but it is what it is. I probably won't be going up to my grandparents until like Saturday morning, so no matter what, tomorrow's stream will still be happening here, which is pretty good for me. So, yeah. Maniac Walker, will you guys be able at least hop on voice tomorrow?
Depends. I don't know. I'm gonna be getting
here
ready
till
for the
Sunday.
RPC stuff. Oh, here. Man, let me send you the stuff.
So
I
it's a
think-
possibility
It's
for
not-
Walker.
yeah.
Meg, you'll be on, right?
I'm leaving Sunday.
Okay,
Possibly.
so that's a yes.
100% yes till Sunday, and then I don't know.
Okay, well, after Sunday, probably not going to do stream Sunday night because technically first day of school. But, I
Oh
mean,
yeah, that's right.
all my classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are digital. But I mean, I'm also going to have to be studying a bit each day. And there are like 3 things I have to do left to be ready for school. Order like 4 books for like 2-3 classes, like history, and like one other class maybe.
You haven't ordered your books yet?
No. I'm gonna try like digital order them so they're on like my computer, not like a rent a physical copy.
Hope that
Just
works, because if not, you might be screwed.
more or less.
More.
Then I also have to make sure I get a few other things straightened out. Hopefully it's not too late for them, but oh boy. Hopefully it will work itself out and I'm not starting myself out on a bad foot. I hope. Oh boy.
Oh
But
boy.
yeah. So, me, Walker, thank you so much for joining me, guys. It was awesome having you. This was one of the longer streams to date, close to like 4 hours at this point. Max is like 5 hours, so we're getting close to max. Like literally, you can't go over 6 hours, and if you go over 6 hours, some of the recording won't get saved and
Seriously?
re-uploaded to YouTube.
Seriously?
Yeah, YouTube
Never had that happen.
on. Well, it's once it goes. How I do it, if it's after 6 hours, some of it will not get uploaded to YouTube post.
Hmm.
At least that's what PlayStation says on their end. So could be
Yeah, it's just
PlayStation.
for PlayStation, not PC.
Yeah, it's probably just a PlayStation thing. Plus, like other on PC, you use OBS and Streamlabs and other stuff like that. So you can on Twitch, you can have your recording saved to Twitch, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, different hardware we're working with. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being on voice this entire time. For everyone in chat, these 3 parts, thank you guys so much for joining, watching, enjoying the laughs and fun times. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe. And to stay up to date with what I do, please ring that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, take it easy.